Good morning, students. Today we start chapter number 5. Topic is 5.7 Conservation of Momentum. Now, here we know that the law of conservation of momentum. Here we take one example. Suppose a bullet is fired from a gun if force on the bullet by gun is F. Okay, now force on the bullet by a gun is F and force on the gun by bullet here minus F. Okay, so now according to the third law, action and reaction. So here in this case, two force act for a common internal of time del t. Now according to the second law, F into del t is change in momentum of bullet and minus F into del is change in momentum of gun. This is change in momentum in gun and minus F into del t. This is the change in momentum of the bullet. Okay. So now here in this case, if here PB is the moment of the bullet after firing, this is moment of the bullet after firing, and recoil moment of the gun is in this case PG. Okay, so now PB is equal to PG, this is minus. So finally PB plus PG is equal to 0 means that bullet plus gun system is conserved. Means total momentum of the gun and bullet system is here in this case is conserved. Okay, so now this is the law of conservation of momentum. Now the total momentum of isolated system or interacting particle is conserved. So now here we consider two bodies A and B. Now initial momentum in this case for body PA and PB, the body collide and get apart with a final momentum is P dash A and P dash B. By the second law, in this case, by the second law, F AB into del T is equal to P dash A minus PA, and second is F into BA into del T is equal to P dash B minus B. Okay, so now here in this case, here we can write according to Newton's third law, we know that PAB is equal to minus PBA, means action reaction, equal and opposite to the direction. So now here PA dash minus PA is equal to P dash B minus PB. This is minus. So now PA plus PB is equal to PA dash plus PB dash. So this is the shows that total final momentum of the isolated system equals its initial momentum. Okay, now notice that this is the true whether the collision is elastic or inelastic collision. In elastic collision, there is a second condition that total initial kinetic energy of system is equal to total kinetic energy in chapter number 6. Next topic 5.8 equilibrium of a particle. Now here according to first law, this is means that here we know that the particle is either at rest or in the uniform motion. if two forces F1 and F2 act on particle, equilibrium requires here F1 is equal to minus F2. The two forces on the particle must be equal and opposite. Equilibrium under three concurrent forces F1, F2 and F3 require that the vector sum of these three forces is 0, means that F1 plus F2 plus F3 is equal to 0. Now first one is F1 and F2 equal and opposite to the direction. Now in the third case here, कि F1, F2 and F3, in this case F1, F2, this is F1, F2 and F3. The resultant of any two forces, say F1 and F2, obtained by the parallelogram law of force in chapter number 4. Okay, so opposite to the third one force. Okay, now this is resultant one to the one particular direction. This is the opposite to the direction, equal and opposite to the direction. These two resultant of the force, this direction. So here this one force this direction and second one opposite to the direction, means equal and opposite to the direction here. So now in the equation here we know that from the equation number F1, F2 and F3, so in this we can write F1x plus F2x plus F3x is equal to 0. Same for the y-axis, F5, 2y plus 3y equal to 0. Third one is this one, 2z plus 3z equal to the 0. So here 1x, here F1x, F1y and F1z are component of the F1 along the direction of the x, y and z direction respectively. Okay. Topic number 5.3, common forces in a mechanics. Now here we take some examples of the constant force in mechanics. So first one in example here we know that the two other common forces are tensor in a string and force due to a spring. When a spring is compressed or extended by an external force, so here produce a restoring force is generated. In this case here we know that when spring compress or extend by external force, so restoring force is generated. This is usually proportional to the compression or in this case small displacement of the spring. So in this case spring force F is written by, here we know that Hooke law is equal to minus kx, means where x is the displacement and k is the force constant. Now the negative signs, this is denoted the force is opposite to the displacement from the unsteady state. Okay, here force is opposite to the direction, this minus sign represent the opposite to the direction. The restoring force in a string is called tensor. Okay, now the main purpose here, the second in one force is 5.9.1 is friction. Okay, in friction force block diagram, this is friction, external force applied to this block. Okay, so now here let us take a one example here. The force of gravity mg is cancelled by a normal reaction force n of the table. Now suppose a force applied to a horizontal to this body. We know from the example small applied force may not be enough to this move the body, but If applied force F were only external force on the body, it must move with an acceleration of, in this case, F upon m. So clearly here the body remain at rest because some of other force come into play in the horizontal direction and opposite to the force, means resultant zero net force on this body. Okay, opposite to the this direction force is this is. Okay, so now here the resultant zero net force on the body, this is force Fs is parallel to the surface of the body in contact with the table known as friction force or simply friction. The subscript stand for the static friction to, in this case, static friction to kinetic friction that we consider in the second one figure for moving of situation. This is after some time. So in this case, when there is no applied force, there is no static friction. Is come into play the moment there is applied force, and applied force F is increased, so Fs as static force also increase and remaining equal and opposite to the applied force. Okay, keeping the body rest, it is called static friction. Static friction opposes the impending motion. Okay, now here we know from the experience that the applied force exceeds a certain limit. Now the static friction is maximum is independent area of the contact which varied with normal force. So here Fs maximum is equal to mu s into n, normal force, where mu s is the constant of proportionality depending only on the nature of the surface in contact with this block. Okay, so here constant mu s called coefficient of the static friction. The law of the static friction may be written in this case is Fs is in this case mu s n. If we applied force F exceed maximum to this static friction force, the body beginning to slide on the surface. Body beginning to slide on the surface. Okay, it's found experimentally that when the relative motion has started, the friction force decreases from the static maximum value. The friction force that opposite the relative motion between surface contact is called kinetic or sliding friction. So now it satisfies a law similar to that of static friction. Here we can write Fk is equal, this is kinetic friction, is equal to mu k, and here mu k is coefficient of the kinetic friction, depend only surface in contact, and mu k is less than mu s. This is mu k is less than mu s. Okay, so now here in this case acceleration of the body according to the second law here, F minus Fk upon m. For the body moving with a constant velocity means force is equal to Fk. If applied force on the body is removed, so its acceleration is minus Fk upon m. Okay, the law of friction given above do not have the status of fundamental law. This is like those for gravitational, electric and magnetic forces. They are empirical relations that are only approximately true. This is topic 5.9.